Likewise. You are live.
There we go. No freezing of the camera today, right? No freezing of the camera.
And hopefully audio's good.
Let's see.
You guys hear us? You see us? YouTube's always fun with their 15-second delay.
Yeah, that's true. You hear us? Hey guys, you hear us here in the live stream?
Looks like the Day Trader Show can. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the Day Trader Show saying yes.
Cool.
You still hear us, the Day Trader Show? Mr. Jonal?
Beautiful. Yeah, I think we're good, man. So
nice.
Big day for you, Jesse, right?
Yeah, man, today's a home run day. Today's a really nice fat day for me on, you would think that on AMC, but no, AMC just patted the wallet at the end of the day. But I didn't, the bulk of the money was actually made on something with an actual news catalyst.
What was interesting was your approach to today. You were actually just kind of sitting back in the passenger seat of the market. You were like, if the market gives me something, I'll take it. I mean, you kind of approached today not expecting anything, right? That's what it seemed like this morning.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I think I even said in pre-market that maybe we would get some sort of inside day, maybe.
Yeah. And then it ended up turning into a home run day, which oftentimes that's the case. I mean, you're not expecting it, and then ooh, grand slam, baby.
Dude, you're so right, because it's funny because a lot of the times when after we come in through like some crazy move, you know, some crazy few days, I come into the day and I'm thinking, oh, today that's it. I'm focused on a big day, and that's usually a red day. It's usually just a red day.
Absolutely.
We'll give some time here for people to start creeping on in, guys. I see, you know, there's 11 of you coming in here to the stream so far. So what we'll do is, in the meanwhile, if you guys want, let's do a little Q&A session. Any questions, drop them in the comment section for us. We'll be happy to go over them, and we'll make some time here for people to kind of start filtering in, and then we can get into the nitty gritty, which is going to be, you know, talking about AMC, recapping today's trades, and going over the live raffle. As a matter of fact, let's put up the raffle link there on the chat, the Day Trader Show. It is pinned to the top, I believe. No, it's just here. Yeah. Oh, here it is. I'll put it up now. Let me grab it. So here's the link, guys, to the raffle. You can win 30 days. We will be announcing the winner towards the end of the day. In order to win, you must be present. That means if we run this raffle and we pick a winner and you're not here, we will just go to the next person. We'll redo it. We'll redo the raffle right then and there, pick a new winner. So you must stick around for the raffle.
You gotta stay in here. We're gonna be discussing this throughout the stream. Now, only it's not going to increase your chance of winning if you sign up the raffle with your mom's YouTube, your grandma's YouTube, your children's YouTube. You know, make sure it's just one per user. But it's going to be a good time, and you guys are going to learn lots. So make sure you click on that raffle, you sign up, and you guys are going to have a fun month.
The raffle, yeah, you get a free 30-day subscription to the daytraderchatroom.com. AMC is going off here at 63.75 in after hours so far. It did hit, if I'm not mistaken, it did hit 80, right? Did it hit 80? Let me see here. No, it didn't hit 80. It hit 70. Is that about 72.50s in after hours?
Bro, it's not even going to hit 80. It's going to zoom past that to 100K.
Oh my God.
$80. Don't devalue AMC like that.
All right, that's funny. It's gonna go tomorrow. We're just gonna wake up and it's gonna be at 80K.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, guys. So you know what? We're gonna give it a few minutes here. We're gonna let more people trickle in. We're already up to 21 in here, so we're gonna, you know, allow time to bring more people in. In the meanwhile, Q&A time. You know, I mean, when else are you gonna have us available here for Q&A, for a little Q&A session? So we're going to do a little Q&A session here now. And I'm also going to let you guys know we're going to be doing these lives every first Wednesday and last Wednesday of the month. That's when we're going to be doing these lives. Big Bala, what's up, my man?
Yeah, Paul's not kidding. It was a mental day. I mean,
Yeah.
That's exactly how today was, and that's how we approached the market today. Jesse and I both. He got BCTX, I got UONE, and he called AMC in the afternoon. And I mean, this market has been, AMC's just kind of been leading the dance, right? That's where all the volume has been. There's been a few plays that have bled off of that. We've caught the opportunities there, but you've had to be really focused on the opportunities. And Jesse's really good at that because him personally, he waits 15 minutes after the market opens to let the setups develop, not so anxious to trade, not FOMO and into plays. How long have you been doing that, Jesse? Just when did you realize, I guess, that was most profitable for you, just waiting 15-ish minutes?
So about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit more, I more or less 2 years ago, a little bit more, I realized that waiting at least the first 15 minutes was the best time frame for me to take trades. Hey guys, yeah. I'm gonna come right back around to that and continue answering. I just want to let you know one real quick important thing about the raffle. So we're gonna do the raffle later on in the stream, and like I said, you must be present in order to win. So the link is going to be posted again there in chat for the raffle. And one important thing to note is the winner of the raffle must sign in to their dashboard at least 3 times in the week. For that, you have a month, that next week is your first week, let's say, or tomorrow starts week number, the first day, whatever it is. Okay, you're gonna get 30 days. You must sign in. You must be active. Like if you sign in tomorrow and then you don't sign in again for the rest of the month, like a week later, a week and a half later, you haven't signed in, it will be revoked because we will be offering it to somebody else at that point, because we don't want to have that opportunity be wasted by somebody that's not going to be there to learn. Yeah. Okay, that's the whole point of this. We're giving away a month's access that includes courses, a video lesson library, our live trading, live commentary, live lessons and recaps every single day. So we want that to be used by somebody that's actually wanting to learn. Okay, so I just want you to know that right out the gates. So yeah, Kevin, back to your question. I wanted to just touch on that a little bit more. 15 minutes. So 15 minutes would be the bare minimum. I try to wait. That doesn't mean that sometimes I won't jump in a trade at 9:35. It happens. Usually it doesn't work out in my favor. Usually. What's up, Brent? Usually it doesn't really happen in my favor, but sometimes it does. So typically speaking, I'd say at least 90 to 95%, if not more of the time, I'm waiting till 9:40, 9:45. And that's when I really start to settle in and look at the charts, look at all the patterns, and then see. Like today, for example, I think my first trade didn't happen until after 10 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. And yesterday, I didn't take trades until well after 10 a.m. and I was trading into 11 a.m. So I really wait for those patterns to develop. Anything else is usually, I personally don't do well with.
Yeah, I mean, that's contrary to how most people, approach trading. They're so eager to trade. I mean, we see that too because you see so many morning spikes and then oftentimes they fail. But I think more disciplined traders like Jesse and more patient traders, patience pays, really does pay itself out to let these setups develop and come to you. I think a lot of the FOMO trading, is obviously forcing trades. You're just trying to force your will in the market, like we say, versus let them come to you.
Exactly. There's people who chase. There's people who know what they're doing at the bell, and then there's people who just chase emotionally. Like you trade often right at the bell, like the damn bell rings 9:30, and I see an alert fly across the thing. It's like, oh, Kevin's already in something, and
I'll trade hangovers.
Touch on that, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll trade hangovers. Hangovers, for those who do not know, they're in the video library on the site, but yeah, there are setups that typically snap out of the gates, and so it's beneficial to be involved with them initially on them. So I will trade certain setups out of the gates, but as far as leading gappers go, those are not plays I'm gonna jump in right out of the gate because they're more 50-50. It's more a little gambling on those, and you really need to approach the market with an edge, consistent strategy that really works over time. And that's what we really try to drill in people is we do it every day. I mean, just find consistency, a consistent strat. Start with the triangles, the ascending triangle, descending triangle. Start with some type of approach to the market that is going to allow consistency. Otherwise, it's random trading equals random results. I say it all the time.
Exactly. And that's true. I did notice that when you trade like the opening bell, it's never a leading gapper. It's never, ever a leading gapper. And there's always a real good setup there that I've noticed that has some sort of support level that either like intertwines with the day's action before or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, the leading gappers, they tend to get a lot of the FOMO traders in them at the start of the day. The hangovers are where my bread and butter's at as far as the shorts out of the gate. But I have a question for you, Jesse.
Sure. What's that? What
Before
you
you
got?
ask me, what's your most memorable what's your most memorable trade ever?
Friggin' Kevin piggybacking off of my idea there.
He was like, I'm gonna ask you this question, Kevin. No, I'm asking
I told
you.
him, I was like, I'm gonna ask you what's your most memorable trade, and he's piggybacking off, and I'm gonna answer that one. But we went over that one kind of last week because it's my biggest loss. But guys, real quick, Robert is asking me, ¿Qué pasa with Tesla and Apple? So he's asking me what's going on with Tesla and Apple. You got a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern going off here on the 3-minute chart. Something that I typically wouldn't be going off of because I just prefer to go off of the daily chart. I mean, look, this is very simple. Tech is still struggling here. You got Tesla there coming right back down to its 200-day moving average after that quick little bounce. I thought we might visit that 50-day moving average before we pulled back into it, but we didn't. We did pull back today kind of hard there on some increase in volume. But you got to take a look at the SPY's action. What's going on there with the SPY? Look at the SPY. Double topping at all-time highs and pulling back in. So, of course, some of these names are going to start to pull back in with the SPY. I wouldn't be surprised to see the SPY come back down here to this 50-day moving average. Maybe this month. Yeah, it could come this month. It all depends on some economic data and stuff, This is more macro stuff. We got to watch out for inflation fears. What are the jobless reports going to be coming out? What do they look like? What's the Fed talking about with their asset repurchasing program, right? So if the Fed is going to like phase back some of that, junk bonds and stuff they've been buying, if the Fed's going to phase that back, which they've been talking about it, and they've been talking about it a little bit here, a little bit there, kind of sprinkling it like salt on food, the market might be kind of getting ready for that because the moment they announce it, we could see a stronger pullback. You also have to keep in mind that if you couple that with the inflationary fears, you could get a drastic pullback because the moment the Fed says, hey, we're raising rates, all right, we're raising interest rates, you're going to see at least a 20-30% drop in the market. It's going to happen. So I'm sitting there waiting for that opportunity so I can buy some dips. Tesla, yeah, there we go. We're on the SPY chart. Tesla, that's my most memorable trade. It's both the best and the worst. I had the $4,000 red day on it last year in February, breaking all my rules. I think it was last year in February, pretty sure. Yeah, breaking all my rules nonstop on that day. It was just horrible. Came back at the end of the day, entered a swing trade on a proper plan, and banged out almost a $7,000 day the next day, and that was, I guess I'd say that's my most memorable trade because I made back all the losses plus the profit. Now, what's your most memorable trade?
That's just so funny how your biggest loss and biggest winner came right after each other. Yeah, back to back like that. I wish that had happened to me. Unfortunately, I didn't have the swing back after my biggest L. When you asked me earlier, what's my most memorable trade? Definitely when I first started trading. It's ingrained in my memory. That's why, because it's a loss. It's not a winner. I mean, my biggest winner definitely I remember that as well. That was off of pattern recognition, but the big L, baby. I mean, you only learn by losing. You can study the market. You can watch other people trade. You can watch videos. You can watch this, that, blah, blah, blah. But until you get your hands dirty, it's hard to learn. And for me, it was NCTY. And that was when I was first started trading. I remember I had seen and studied a pattern, the inverse head and shoulders. Nice. And to me, I thought patterns, when you recognize them, you were special. I'm like, I must be a little special fella here. I recognize an inverse head and shoulders pattern. No one else recognizes it, just me. It's got a 100% work. Guess what? The inverse head and shoulders pattern doesn't work out 100% of the time. And so I took all my chips on the poker table and I said, all in, baby, pocket pair of aces. And yeah, it
That's how it is.
didn't work.
One of my other most memorable trades is also a loss. It's usually like that. And it wasn't even that bad of a loss comparable to that, that big Tesla one. It was like a $700 loss, but it was early on. It was probably my first year and a half. It was under my first 2 years of learning to trade. And I was chasing momentum, buying high, right? Hoping for higher, like they teach on YouTube all over the place. And they teach all these new traders. So I fell victim to that trash as well. And I ended up losing like $700 on one of those low volume, low flow garbage plays that had no reason for moving. I'll never forget that one. I'll never forget that one because it honestly brought tears to my eyes. I felt so defeated. It was just such a sad moment because I thought I had it figured out and I didn't. And it wasn't the money. It was the failure, that failure that hit me. I was like, oh, wow.
But so, what's interesting?
Good evening, Kevin.
Thanks
for joining us.
Why you're here right now, 90%ers take that failure and rather than using it as a building block towards success, they take the failure and they, take 2 steps back and then they just head right back down the stairs and they take a turn and go into the basement and all the way down those stairs too. It's like 90%ers. I mean, that I say this all the time. I think the failure rate is not that you can't become part of the 10%. It's that most people stop their pursuit to become part of the 10% because they're constantly they approach the market with the get rich mentality, and you know how that works out. People trying to get rich quick ends up making them broke quick. I mean, that's just the reality of it. It's all, and we've been doing this over 5 years, 10 years collectively between the both of us. We know it's process. You got to be process oriented. You have to really take the P&L out of it and focus. I mean, that's something you touched on today as well. When you were trading, you're like, I'm not looking at the P&L. I'm looking at the chart. As you trade longer and longer, you recognize that this is more of a process and less of a, how much can I make as fast as possible? It's more of not only how much can I make, how can I be consistent, and how can I keep those profits? And risk management and discipline play a huge part of that.
Exactly. So exactly, and I'm going to piggyback off that. I'm going to show you guys a comment that I was DM'd today by one of our members. But first, let me answer a couple questions here. Man from Montenegro says, how many shares do you currently have? How many shares did you have at 40? I'm guessing you're talking to us. I have no open position on AMC. I closed out my AMC today, but even my trade now wasn't as good as my earlier trade this year on AMC. On AMC, we nailed it in the chat room from 218 all the way upwards of the teens and 20 earlier this year. To this week, I've nailed AMC here and there on some day trades and a very small short swing trade. It was overnight. Entered yesterday at 30, sold out today at 39. So it's just 9 points. But honestly, I didn't expect AMC today to go to 70. I thought maybe, I thought maybe on Friday, maybe, but nuts. I got one more question here. What causes those low volume, low flow stocks? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so those are pumps. There's a lot of chat rooms out there that are going to bust out with they'll find tickers that have low volume to non-existent volume, right? And very, very small float. And they'll buy it up over time, talking about it to their subscribers. And usually it could be chat rooms, it could be big Twitter handles with hundreds of thousands of followers. It could be a lot of different social media type things. And they'll announce it could be a big email list. Somebody can have an email list of, 500,000 emails. And they'll send out a report. Oh, this stock is great because of these reasons. And they already own it. And that's when you see that they'll just go straight up. They'll sell into all those people buying and it'll drop right back down. Here's a DM from a member today. He sent me this DM and it was awesome. Since being in this room, I have been confident with shorts and options as other forms of trading. My biggest trade has been on a short and my biggest week, it is this week, has been on options. Just want to say thank you, Jesse and Kevin, for being a great teachers and mentors. I made it to the point to get the yearly subscription and we'll be doing that later today. This was actually a comment from last week. That same member, sent me another message, this today, and I actually tweeted it. Let me see if I can get my Twitter up here real quick. If I can, I will show you that tweet. I'll actually tweet. I'm gonna show you what's happened with that member since he joined full time, I think a week ago. Let me see what else we got here. Yeah, 5 million, of course. That's not a problem for those rooms or those social media followings.
Not at all.
Or trader.
Not at all. I mean, imagine Stoic if there's a room out there with 200 people in it, and they each buy 1,000 shares. What is that? 200,000 shares. Let's say the float's 2 million. They just bought 10% of the float. That can create a very large move, you know. And there are these manufactured artificial moves that happen all the time. We recognize them, and ultimately you can really take advantage of it because you do spot them. And we've seen that here recently in the last week, you know, with stuff. I mean, and we spot them right away. We'll see, okay, the stock's pumping up right now. There's no catalyst. You got chat room pump on it, and then you trade accordingly. You know, you react to the chart. And if we recognize the stock's a pump getting overvalued, ultimately we'll be looking at it potentially on the short side.
Exactly. I found that I tweeted it out. I didn't even take a screenshot. I just took a picture this afternoon. I was so excited. So our member sends me a DM in chat. Everything changed when I got in this room. Getting away from, he named the person, I'm not going to name him. Getting away from blah, gap and goes is the best thing I did. I got good knowledge base there, but not what I need to be doing as a new trader. Thank you. No BS. I have grown my account 10,500 since I have been in the room. I had $700 in this account, and now I have 11,200. I know we don't talk about money, so I'm keeping it private. Just wanted to let you know you and Kevin are good teachers. We don't talk about, generally speaking, guys, like you see on my YouTube, we don't talk about, oh, I made this much this week or this month, or oh, boom, this trade. We don't do that because numbers like that can influence a very new trader or a trader that doesn't have a lot of money to be able to trade with, and it can make them fall victim to FOMO and such things. So we don't do that in chat. So that's why he sent me that DM on the side and told me how much money he was made. Man, I get chills just thinking about it, and that's because he's learned discipline with us. You know, it's not chasing stuff. Let me see here, guys. Any more questions, guys, before we start to jump into, you know, analyzing a little bit more of AMC and going over our recaps on the day?
Yeah,
let me see what we got here.
Discipline's key, and honestly, like our approach is not really flashy, but it's what works. I mean, there's plenty of guys out there that are, you know, selling the Lambos and all that stuff, but ultimately, they're not teaching discipline. They're not teaching patience or risk management. And these are not sexy things to talk about. But if you want to be a trader, if you guys want to be a trader, and we don't sugarcoat things, you know, I don't. There's going to be nobody in the room that's going to be pumping stocks. These are things that they're not allowed.
Nope.
If you want to be a
real
trader,
quick.
If you want to be a trader, you have to understand discipline and self-discipline and risk management, ultimately patience. And these things are key to your trading career. Not hitting one grand slam home run trade. It's recognizing that, honestly, taking responsibility for your trades. And you just brought up, you know, your biggest losers. Reflect on your biggest losers. Reflect on your losses. Reflect on your winners. Most people just want to reflect on their green trades. Reflect on all of them. Understand that I relate this a lot to back in school when, you know, maybe you're taking quizzes, pop quizzes, whatever, for a test, and you do really well in the quizzes, and so you're like, I don't think I need to study for the test, and then you actually do pretty bad on them, and that makes you realize, oh, I need to actually study for the test. No matter your green or your red trades, you need to study for the test, for the real deal as far as trading goes, because most people don't want to accept responsibility for the bad trades. You have to accept responsibility, otherwise you don't learn from your trading.
Nope, you won't learn. See, Stoic here says, if I see a setup on the daily or hourly, how can I use the lower time frame intraday to find the entry for the setup I saw on the higher time frame? You could just use the higher time frame. I'll give you a perfect example. AMC this afternoon. Here's AMC 3-minute chart. You might not notice this, but I noticed it. There is a bullish pennant here or a bull flag setup. I came over here on the 15-minute chart and I called it out to the guys in group. And I said, guys, there's a bull flag. And it was funny because yesterday I ran a poll and I told everyone, guys, I asked everybody, what lesson do you want me to go over? And everybody voted for today to go over how to properly trade bull flags. And sure enough, we do that lesson in the morning. And then in the afternoon, what do we get? We get a bull flag setup. So check it out. Let me draw it out here for you real quick. Trend line. Here is your little bull flag setup right there, boom. And I entered this bull flag setup just right in here, with a stop just under 60 bucks. And we got this bang right here, boom. And it was a nice trade, a nice little base hit. You know, I walked everybody through on how to trade it properly in the morning, and we nailed it in the afternoon. And I didn't fall back to the 3-minute chart for it, even though I did keep it on you know, I did keep my eyes on it, but I didn't fall back to that 3-minute chart for it. Why? Because the setup was cleaner on the 15-minute chart. That's it. I just used the 15-minute chart, you know? All right, guys. So, all right, we got a nice little group here, 34 people watching. Guys, real quick, just so that you know, we're going to post up the link here for the raffle again. Make sure to sign up for the raffle. We will do the live. We'll put it out live. I'll put the wheel on there. We'll spin it, and we'll do it later on in the stream. You must be here in attendance in order to win, and the winner must sign in to chat at least 3 times a week. You're going to have access to the dashboard with courses, video lesson library, all our resources. So the reason why we say you must sign in to chat at least 3 times a week is because if you win and you don't sign into the chat for like a whole week, we're just going to revoke it, and we're going to give it to somebody who's actually wanting to learn, because you're just taking up room that somebody else could be using for free that really wants to learn. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we do that. There's the link. It's in chat for you. What broker or brokers do you guys recommend? I personally use Charles Schwab, the one you see right here. I use Charles Schwab. They have hotkeys. I don't really need them that much. And for me currently, it fits the bill perfectly. I know that in the future, I will be switching over to Lightspeed. But for now, Charles Schwab, I've been with them for over a year and no real complaints. What about you, Kevin? What brokers do you like?
Yeah, that ultimately, Robert, depends on exactly what the needs that need to be met as far as you're concerned. For me, I like to have shorts available on stocks, and so I'm gonna open brokerage at places that are going to have shorts on stuff, you know, and it's okay to have multiple accounts open at different places. So I have an account with Interactive Brokers. They have really good shorts. Lightspeed does as well. I know Centerpoint does too. But the idea is, okay, if you want a short, then I want shorts available. For me, it's like I used to be scared of shorts, so I didn't do it much. But now that I've progressed in my trading career, it's like, if I don't have shorts, it's like me not having longs. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's true. And like, look, on Friday, guys, on Friday, I traded AMC to the short side. I didn't have shorts available on Charles Schwab, so I grabbed puts. That's one of the things we emphasize at the daytraderchatroom.com, being a diverse trader. If you're a diverse trader, you're going to be able to take advantage of moves like that if you don't have the shorts available. You're like, oh, I see a short setup, but I don't have any shorts. Nah, I just sit on my hands, maybe practice paper trade. Nah, you trade the puts. Brent, we haven't, did I win? He says, we haven't done the raffle yet, my man. It's coming, no worries. All right, guys, so let's see here. Make sure you sign up for the raffle, guys, at the Day Trader Show. All right, guys, look, so before we jump into the recaps, we're gonna go over some levels on AMC, and then we're gonna go over the recap trades of the day, and then we'll do the raffle most likely. Oh, before I forget, Jonah, post up your coupon code $40. You can get $40 off the yearly membership. He has that up. Go ahead and post it up, Jonah. Then, you know, before we jump into all that good stuff, do you guys have any last Q&As for us?
Yeah, BB, you're right. Anything is better than robbing the hood. I like that. I haven't heard that. Robin Hood. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you gotta. When I first started 5 years ago, you know, I'm not necessarily proud of this, but it worked, and a lot of people do this these days as well. Well, I still use Thinkorswim, but I had a Robin Hood as well, and it was awful. But I learned charting very well using Thinkorswim, and the two of them combined. So yeah, it's awful. Robinhood's definitely awful. I remember when I first had them, like right when they opened up, 5+ years ago, and I'd get the spin wheel of death. Like you'd swipe to order. Back then, you would swipe up to put your order through. It would give you like that little spin circular wheel of death for 30 seconds before it filled you, until it finally filled you at the very top. Then I end up selling at the bottom. That's how Robinhood worked. Hey, I mean, it's how it works with the market makers there. So they're sending your orders. They're selling your orders. It's the order flow. They're selling your orders, and you're getting pretty bad fills. It's where they make their money.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. There's no doubt about that. So that's just how it works. All right, guys. So before we move any further, you guys have any more questions for us? Any charts you want us to look at? I don't care what it is, man. It could be SPY, Palantir, Tesla, CTRM. I don't know. I just pulled that ticker out of the back of my head. Webull is China owned. That's correct.
I wish we could run a poll on YouTube and see what
That'd
everyone
be awesome.
thinks AMC is going to be at.
Man, that would be great if we could do that. Stoic, yeah. I like Webull better than Robinhood. Like, if you had to pick one or the other to day trade with, I think Webull is better than Robinhood to day trade with. Now, I do keep a Robinhood account handy just because of the ease of use of it. Sometimes if I'm out on the road and I want to enter a swing trade on some options, it's just easy to like send a few bucks into the Robinhood and then boop, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Some of the other brokers like Charles Schwab, E-Trade, etc., their mobile platforms have too many steps, and I don't like that. Like when I'm out on the road.
Yeah, for swing trading, for sure. I mean, definitely you can really utilize any platform, but when it comes to day trading, guys, woo, we're talking about something entirely different. Where you need fills within a second, like microseconds, nanoseconds. I mean, lightning speed executions. So you gotta get a big boy broker for a big boy day trading account.
Yeah, absolutely. You want something that's going to be reliable. You want something that's going to be reliable. You guys seem knowledgeable. Hope you catch the full show next time. Thanks for checking in, Noble. Glad to have you on here. We'll be back on the last Wednesday of the month. These lives are going to be held every first Wednesday and last Wednesday of the month, guys. Have a small account. Can you break up the annual subscription to 2 or 3?
Send him to Jonah. He may can work that out.
Yeah, Son, talk to Jonah, exactly. You can go to the daytraderchatroom.com and hit the little chat icon on the bottom right. You can talk to him and you guys can figure that out. He's the man. He's the man behind the curtain. So go here, the daytraderchatroom.com. Just go there and he'll help you out. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into today's recaps here. I'll recap my BCTX trade, my AMC trade, and
BCTX was awesome.
You like that one, huh?
Dude, that was dirty.
Thanks, man. And then Kevin will recap his trade. The BCTX one, I actually have it live, so I can probably show it to you guys live if I can pull it up.
You've hit this a couple times where we've had like a stock halt up and then it just panic down and you scoop it. What's the strat there? Or what?
There might just be something to it, huh?
Yeah. Take us away, man.
Yeah, we're gonna see it. We're gonna jump on that one here. Nobody ever allows you to break it up. The greatest real Jesse. Jesse and his team seem like the real deal. We're the real deal, Stoic. We're here to help, man. Honestly, just like my YouTube channel, I started off because I was sick of all the bad information on YouTube. We started off the Day Trader chat room for the same exact reason. All right, let me get in here to BCT. What is it called? BCTX.
BCTX. Yeah.
I mixed those letters up so many times today.
Yeah, I remember your entry down here too. It was like,
yeah, it's the 15 minute.
Right under.
Yeah, here it is.
Right around 10 o'clock, under $7.
Yep.
Awesome entry. That was the best entry on that stock of the day.
Yep. So thank you, man. I'm gonna show you guys real quick the alerts on it. Then I'm gonna walk you through the trade, and then I'm gonna show you the live recording of the actual trade. There's no but did he really take the trade? Yes, I really took the trade and I have it recorded. There's none of that here. Oh, look at this. Look at today's performance by the team, guys. This is mods This is mods and members combined. 77% of traders were green today. 11% red and 11% didn't trade. That's what's up, guys. That's when you know that your team is disciplined, and that's what we emphasize over here. Here, check out the alerts. I'm going to show you the alerts real quick. So here are the alerts on BCTX. Long BCTX, 693, stop 650, taking some profits, 740, making more profits, 768, taking more profits, 8. I thought I got an $8 fill. I actually got a 797 fill. Sorry. Then more profits off, 846, and then I got flat the last piece at 810. That's the trade that I took on BCTX today. Okay, now watch. On BCTX, let me get rid of this post-market. Because I'm gonna walk you guys through this trade exactly as I was seeing it. Whoops. Okay, so we see BCTX in the chat right there. Well, actually, we see it back here. We see it back here, and I tell everybody, guys, it was like right here at 670s. I was like, guys, I'm really interested in BCTX. And I started to get my broker set up. I mean, it was already open, but I was trying to get, you know, the order box ready, and I was trying to get my alert box ready in chat as well. And before I knew it, it got halted. It's like, damn it. I was like, guys,
I was mad about that.
I was really not happy about that. So then I got in there and I was like, guys, you know, I already had my fib levels out. I was like, guys, I'm going to be watching BCTX out of the halt to see if we get a quick little flush down into this 630, 620 area. Why? We had the 23.6 fib level there. We had the 9 AMA there, okay? And we had that $6 level, which was a level on the daily. I don't want to switch back over to the daily because I'm going to lose my traction here and I'm going to have to reset everything. So if anything, I can show it to you later, or you can look on your own charts if you're following along in your own charts. We come out of the halt, okay, and we squeeze right on up. We get right up there. I'm like, guys, I'm not going to chase this. I'm not going to chase this at all. So I come in here, I redraw my fib levels, all right, and I wait. And we get this new dump and halt. And right then and there, I got super happy. I was so stoked. I was like, guys, this thing is halted to the downside now. What I'm going to be looking for at a BCTX is for it to hold this 9 AMA level. If it holds the 9 AMA level, I told you guys, I'm going to look to get long this thing, and I'm going to see if we can ride it back up to the highs. That's what I said in chat on the mic while the stock was halted, right? Now, why? Why did I think that? Why was that my plan? Very simple. I said it in chat. If this halt resumes and this stock dumps down to the lows, it's probably going to break down and we're going to see new lows. And I'm not going to be interested in it at that time. But if it holds the level, then I'm going to want to get long this stock because shorts are going to be trapped. Now, why are shorts trapped? We made a brand new high and immediately got dumped on. Bearish signal. Bearish signal. This is a signal to get short all day long. All day long. So you best believe it that shorts piled on in here. And the same way that long bias traders will sometimes chase a stock higher, right? If they're chasers and they buy it going into the halt, like they buy it, oh my God, it's going to get halted right here. I'm going to buy it because it's going to gap up. It doesn't always gap up, right? And they buy it there. Well, the same thing happens in reverse. The FOMO kicks in and they short it right here, right before the halt. So I'm like, if we hold the levels, which we do, watch. If we hold the levels, these shorts are going to be like, ugh, and they're going to want to cover. So there we go. I get long. I actually add right in here. I get long in here at 690s. I add right here over that break of VWAP. And then we go boom. Look at that.
Boom. Dude, that thing was just straight up from your entry to $9, man. If only that could happen every time you get into something.
I wish it would work that way always. Then I look for that 9 AMA crossing over VWAP. We look for that big jump right there. Right in here, I took a little piece of profit off at 640s. And then right before the halt, I take another piece, another chunk off, a good little chunk off. And then I hold the rest and I look for the squeeze, right? And I take profits along the way. And then I stopped out of the rest right in here, the last final piece. Now look, I'm gonna show you, because like I say, we're no BS place. I don't always get my trades recorded, but I had this one recorded, and I'm gonna show you that live trade real quick here. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Here's the live trade. I'm gonna full screen it real quick here for you. BCTX and starter entry 500. I do add. Remember, I told you that I add over VWAP. So my ad will come here. 693 was my alert entry. I add at 712.
Hoping I can get an ad. I hope it doesn't just explode here.
Oh wait, let me see if I can mute, because there's audio on this. I don't know if I can mute it. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, there we go. So we'll click play again. You'll see I add right in here. Fast forward it because it's 15 minutes. We're not gonna, there we go. There's my ad. So my new cost average is 702. My stop is still low, but now once the trade begins to trigger, watch. Once we start to get this action here. Okay, my stop is no longer 650 now, because I fully expect, this is a momentum-based trade here, because I fully expect these shorts to start to cover and us to get pushed up. So I'm going to take a little piece of profit off right here. Okay, right here. Why? Because this level is where we resumed more or less off of this halt. And I want to make sure that we don't get stuffed in front of that resumption level. Okay, so here we go. I'll take a little tiny piece, very tiny. You'll see it's a very tiny piece. I only take 100 shares. Boom, I take 100 shares off the 1,000, but then I see we're going to go into a halt. I don't want to go in basically with 90% of my size into the halt, so I'm going to take some profits off there. So you'll see I'll take off 250 shares. I put an order out, and you'll see it get filled. You see how the tape is getting stuck here at 768? That's the telltale sign here that we're going to halt. So there, see, I went from 900 to 650. I already filled 250 shares there going into a halt at 768. So now we get halted there. And now I'm waiting for the resumption. And I'm waiting for the resumption. And what am I doing during the resumption, during the halt? I'm getting ready to take off another 350 shares at 795. But I'm only putting it 795 to allow for slippage, because I'm looking to see if this thing is going to break over 8 and go. So I'm going to leave it at 795 to allow for a little slippage on it, okay? So now watch. We're going to come out of the halt. There we go. We break out of the halt, and I immediately have my sell order ready. We unhalt. I put out my sell order. Instant fill. Instant fill right there. Boom. And then we keep squeezing. I take off more profit on that 746, sorry, 846. And now I'm down to another 100 shares, and we're halting again. So now on this halt, I'm looking for a breakout over $9. Okay, now when this halt resumes, we tap 9. Watch, we tap 9. You can see it right here. I pay $9, and we come back down. And when I thought I was wrong, but I thought $8 wasn't going to hold, so I stop out of that last. I had 10% left of my share size. So I stop out of it right there, boom. And that right there, guys, you know what's crazy to me? Is I had 1,000 shares of this stock, and I made nearly $1,000 on it, okay? And you'll have people out there who will tell their students or their subscribers, oh, you need to have at least 1,000 shares of a stock to make $100, because they're teaching you to scalp 10 cents. Why? 1,000 shares here, I nearly made $1,000. Had I held on a little bit more, I would have made $1,000. Okay, and I scaled out of it. And that was a nice trade. Now the next trade, and I'm gonna check chat real quick here because I see some questions. The next trade I'm gonna recap is the AMC one. Let me see here. Yeah, I've heard good things about Lewis. I've heard good things about TradeStation. Brett says, and I know Brett says, I've got 12 hours of experience. I'm guessing AMC will be up to $150. Nice, dude. I know, Brett. We're old fishing buddies. Let me see here. Chart, can you please take a look at laser? Okay, so remind me of that one, Umberto, so I can come back to it since we're doing the recaps now. You show your actual trading in the chat room. What? That's unheard of. I don't show my actual trading in the chat room live in the moment. In a sense, what you see in the chat room is the charts that I'm actually using to do my technical analysis, because the chat room's main thing is teaching. You know, so it's teaching. So what you normally see in the chat room is my TC2000 and me going over the levels. And sure, whenever I can get a trade recorded, I do show it in the chat room and I go over it just like I did here, just like I go on over on YouTube. I use to trade, what platform? I use Charles Schwab Street Smart Edge, which is this. This is what I use to trade. To chart, I use TC2000. And for my scanners, I use TC2000 and Trade Ideas. All right, so let me get back to it here. AMC, what time is it? All right, nice. Hey guys, real quick, remember to sign up. I see more people filtering in. Remember to sign up for the raffle. The Day Trader Show will post up the link to the raffle. Remember, you sign up for the raffle. We'll call out the winner later on, but you must be present to win. You're going to win 30 days free of chat, which gives you access to a dashboard, some courses, the video lesson library, which we have nearly over 200 videos in that alone. Live trading every single day with live lessons and recaps every single day as well. Remember, the winner, you must sign into chat at least 3 times a week. If your first week you're there and you don't sign in at all, you will lose that membership for the 30 days and we will give it to somebody else, because if you win and you never even sign in, then you're just taking up room for somebody that actually wants to learn and could have utilized that free 30-day membership. Now, AMC's trade was an afternoon trade and it was based off of the 15-minute chart. Let me grab that real quick here. Now with AMC, guys, this one, it couldn't be any more perfect, because in the morning people wanted me to teach them how to properly trade a bull flag. Because you'll see people talking about bull flags and they'll just trade it. They're like, oh, it's a bull flag. Boop, they buy it. They have no idea how to properly analyze a bull flag. Just because you see a pattern on a chart doesn't mean it's an automatic trade, okay? So yesterday I put out a poll in the afternoon. I asked the group, guys, what do you want me to teach on tomorrow after the recap in the morning? And they chose, the winner after voting was the bull flag setup. So today we had a bull flag setup in AMC. And that's what I went after in the afternoon, just to pad the wallet on the day. Now watch, let me draw you the bull flag real quick here. Okay, I'm going to draw it really quickly here for you, and then I'm going to go over how it properly is traded. Bear with me here. Okay, so here's your bull flag. Now what you want to look for on the bull flag is big volume on your flagpole. And I'm going to show you something real quick here. In the members dashboard at the daytraderchatroom.com, you have access to this. As a matter of fact, let me show you real quick what the dashboard looks like. All right, market screeners, winners and losers, chat room rules, site videos, all your courses are here. Yearly members get access to all the courses, additional resources, and Kevin's Among the 10% ebook. And in the resources section, you have trading strategies, chart indicators, abbreviations, and much more. So in here, it'll show you how we teach that a bull flag is properly traded. And I mean, how we teach it is actually the proper way. There's no secret to the bull flag, but there is a lot of misinformation out there. So you want big volume right here on your flagpole. And then you see your flag. Your flag is nothing more than consolidation. You want to see decreasing volume in that flag. I went ahead and I got long AMC right here around $61 and change inside of this flag with a stop just underneath it. And then we got our breakout. Now this trade I didn't get recorded. We got our breakout right there, boom. And I got on the mic and I told the guys, all right, if you missed out on this, a retest and hold of that level is usually buyable, but I'd be careful. Why? Because this thing made new highs throughout lunch consistently. So the chances of this thing making a brand new high again in the afternoon, it diminishes. I wasn't even looking for new highs. As soon as we broke out of this flag, I took my profits. Like I literally got flat. Nice little trade. It was a base hit trade. in a sense because I had very small size, because I was protecting my day's gains. That's risk management 101, guys. And all it did was pad the wallet on the day. Now at that point, it well put me up over $1,000 on the day. So very nice day, to say the least. And that was it. That was the bull flag trade on AMC in the afternoon. Now, real quickly before we turn over the mic, no, you know what? Kevin will take it over, and then after Kevin's done with his recap, I'll go over some levels to watch for tomorrow on AMC. Then we'll go into the raffle. All right, guys? So it's all yours, Kevin.
Thought I was going to have to snatch that mic. What's up, Coin? One Way, how you guys doing in the building? AMC and BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond Coin, traded 40 times today, lost once. That's awesome, bro, man. That is insane. Insane, man. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond, that one did the dirty today, huh? It is crazy, dude. We are in an irrational market. I'm always kind of go back to what Mr. Buffett said. You can be rational. The market can be irrational longer than you can be solvent. Insane. Well, today, guys, I do want. Are you able to pull up UONE, Jesse, on your side?
Yeah, I gotcha.
See that? Yeah,
you
UONE
won.
was my trade today. Honestly, Jesse brought that up. I mean, we have all eyes on the market, baby. All
that was right off the watch list.
Yep. I took a trade on this today. Ended up getting it around $9.40. But it was a really nice setup. It did a little bit of a red to green move. UONE, I'm very familiar with. UONE. This has been getting hype and attention over the last 6 months or so, potentially even the last year. This company, and I just like the setup. The stars line themselves up to create a really a beautiful pattern to trade. When I'm at the table playing some poker and my hand gets better and better, I'm going to put more chips on the table, and that's what happened with UONE. It did a little red to green move. You guys can see from my chart here and Jesse's as well. 940 was a ceiling. 940 was a ceiling. When it broke that, I was like, man, it's party time. Volume was increasing, red to green move, breaking pre-market resistance. I mean, all the stars are lining up there. Got an entry. And just like Jesse on AMC, scaling out along the way. That's very important, and something we teach all the time is maximize your winners, minimize your losses. And part of that is scaling out of your winners. Jesse did a really good job of that on BTCX. Is that what it is? BTCX. Yep. Just taking profits. UONE as well. As the stock is working out, you're paying yourself along the way. It's very important to pay yourself along the way. And with your losses, cap them. UONE ended up forming a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern as well. Really nice pattern when it hit 1337. Left shoulder 1250, right shoulder 1275. Had a little neckline there around the 1220 area. These don't have to look perfect, but I mean, this is a clear head and shoulders pattern, very bearish, and ended up cracking that and fading rest of the day. So many different ways of trading it. You can get the front side long, you can get the back side short. And we encourage no bias. I mean, we encourage multiple ways of trading. It honestly used to be my dream personally. My dream. I'd go to sleep thinking about this at night. I'm like, man, if I could get the long of something and then flip short, essentially get the long and short of it. So go long, nail the bottom, sell the top, and then short the top and buy it as it starts coming back down. That's the dream, right? You're taking advantage of both sides of the move. There's no objectivity to it. You're literally trading the chart. That's something we were going over in chat today is trade the chart. Stop worrying so much about freaking level 2 and all these other things. It's all noise, guys. It's all noise. The chart tells you everything. You look at the chart and it is a reflection of everything else. Everything else is just noise. Level 2 is there to deceive you. It's literally you're paying for level 2 to deceive you. Because the big boys all hide their orders. I mean, it's just the way it is. The big boys I know of, they don't want the little guys knowing that they got 20,000 shares on the ask. Why would they want that? It's going to create fear, and then no one's going to buy into them. It's the way it is. It's not maybe what everyone wants to hear, but it's all smoke and mirrors as far as that goes. So they're running like, I mean, today, what do we have? BBBY was insane. That was an excellent move there. Did you? Yeah, that was a midday-ish mover, like around 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep. That's what we're going to be watching tomorrow. And AMC, guys, what's the vote? What do you guys think? $100, $1. Where's it going tomorrow?
What do you guys think price is going to be for AMC tomorrow, guys?
So AMC, I was looking at some of their PRs, and they actually were trying to incentivize some of their long-term investors to if you become a long-term investor, then they're going to offer you free popcorn at the movies. Maybe that's real or not. You guys tell me. I'm not the AMC Diamond Hand Pro, but that's what I saw in their PR. AMC offers new perk for retail investors: free large popcorn. I mean, that is hilarious. If that's true, that is so fun. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard of, if that's true. I think someone asked, Stoic, is times and sales useful? I mean, some of the best traders I know don't use it. I don't use it either. Maybe it can be for you personally. You're seeing the orders; they are actually going through on the tape. They're not. It's not really smoke and mirrors. You can't put orders on the tape that aren't there like you can level 2. But again, in my opinion, there is a level of noise to that. A lot of newer traders, they like to create noise because they're trying to search for the holy grail, right? Like add a million different lines, million different things going on.
All sorts of indicators.
Yeah, you can't even see the chart. They got so many indicators. You can't even see the candlesticks. I gotta find this holy grail chart. Is the funniest thing ever. But I mean, that's the idea, man. You want to, and Jesse says this all the time too. Less is more. Stop creating so much noise. There's no holy grail indicator. You're the holy grail. You are the holy grail. You have to manage risk. You gotta have patience. You gotta have discipline. These are the holy grail indicators, not all the millions of things that people actually think.
Exactly.
Adrian the house, learned tons from you guys in the chat room. Risk management, diversity are key. Thank you, man. Really appreciate you, Adrian. We have a lot of fun in there.
Hey, Adrian, man. Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy to hear that as well. Like, that's what we emphasize in chat, diversity as far as trading diversity goes, and, being able to be a well-rounded trader, and also risk management, absolutely essential. As far as time and sales goes, I use it, but it's not. Okay, so I'll use volume. I'll use, my indicators on my chart all first before I even care what the time and sales does. The only reason I look at the time and sales is because if I'm waiting for a pullback to happen and I'm waiting for it to bounce there, I want to see a lot of buying pressure like step in front of that zone. Like a lot of buying pressure step in there. And you'll see that by the volume, obviously on the chart. But in kind of like technically real time, you're going to see those orders fly through green, 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 green. It doesn't mean I'm just going to jump right on in there, depending on the setup, but I do use it. It's there. It's an extra little tool for me. But I don't base my trade on any one indicator or tool. No. Let me see what else we got here. And that they don't even know. Oh, he's on about the diamond handers. I pretend to know what AMC is going to do, but I honestly would not be surprised to see it over 100. I wouldn't be surprised to see AMC at 100 tomorrow or Friday, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like, we're going to jump into that chart right now, unless Kevin's got another little piece of info from his trading that he wants to share with you guys. If not, we'll jump into those AMC charts.
Just one little point I wanted to add. Someone in chat brought it up, Coin, who actually uses level 3. He's got really the whole market book, and he does fairly well at it. And he's just suggesting for you guys that it's like a toolbox. Some of these things you can utilize them, but the main thing and the most important thing is don't ever think that one tool in your toolbox is the tool that is most important. I guess that you don't need any other tool in the toolbox. Utilize them all together. If you're going to look at times and sales, it's not the holy grail indicator. Yes, it does reveal what the chart's saying as well, but utilize them together. Some people, when they see the times and sales and they see the green just taking off and huge orders going through, that's a signal for them. Okay, I want to jump in with the rest of the momentum. So I mean, you can use them for to understand that, you know, certain benefits from it, but
Yeah.
you don't have to. You don't have to though. It's not necessary.
No, no, it's not. It's not. Especially if you're swing trading. Somebody actually asked earlier, and I'm pretty sure they're still here, whether or not we swing trade. Yeah, we swing trade for sure, of course. We actually came out with the swing trading course recently, last month, and it was great because during the swing trading course, you know, we showed one of the resources that you have available in your dashboard, which is your screeners, right? Let me see here, market screeners. You can come here, and I used one of these during the swing trading course so that you could see how to actually find yourself stocks to swing trade. And we traded Peloton for a head and shoulders and a death cross setup on the daily. We went over that while I was building out the swing trading course, and we nailed a beastly short on that one. That was awesome. I can't believe it. It was a great time. I actually talked about that one on YouTube as well, but you know, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Kevin and Minds, so that you know you don't miss the beat on any of this stuff. Let's see, level 2 is more of a breakout, isn't it? Level 2, I don't really care about level 2. I mean, it's there because I like to see it. I guess I just got used to it, but it can be so easily manipulated with spoof orders that it's irrelevant. I mean, the only time I really like put an emphasis on it, like let's say we see a wall, some lazy trader putting up a wall of like 200,000 shares, and I want to see one of two things. I want to see if it's an order that's actually being filled on the time of sales, or if it's a spoof order. You know, I want to see that. If it's a spoof order, then I think sometimes I might think like, hey, you know, these people are trying to scare, you know, traders with these spoof orders. This thing might have some legs in it. And more often than not, it does. Is it possible to day trade with a MacBook, or do you guys recommend a PC? I'm stuck with, I mean, I traded all of last summer on a MacBook Pro. Obviously, I had external monitors that I added to it, but I traded all of last summer while I was traveling down in the Keys at our Keys house, which is available for rent in the wintertime, guys. It's an investment property. Figured I'd plug that in there. I traded all summer on a
Robert,
MacBook Pro.
If you're stuck in prison, I mean, you can only trade what's accessible to you, you know, whatever they allow.
So, all right, cool beans. So let's go ahead and jump into the, oh yeah, there you go. The day trader show at Journal. That's our site admin. He trades sporadically here and there on Thinkorswim, and he uses a Mac. I keep telling him he needs to buy a Windows computer, but what can you do with him? All you can do with him is send him back to his tech troll dungeon.
Coin on my side said some of the best traders he knows uses only support and resistance lines. I know we were talking about some different indicators to go off of. I mean, if you had to only use one indicator, Jesse, I mean, what would it be? What do you think is the most important for you?
Volume.
Yeah, 100%. Jesse's the volume king, man.
Volume. King. You give me a chart and you give me volume, and that's all I really need. I don't really, everything else is just, it's just there for added, you know, conviction, you could say. Yeah. But if volume is order flow, and order flow is everything. You know, if your specific order flow at a certain level, it's for a reason, and you have to respect that. That's all there is to it. Last year I traded a lot of futures, and I did not use anything but price action and volume. That's it. I didn't use any indicator at all, just support and resistance lines in my futures trading. And I was trading the micros, and I was trading the regular ESs. I like volatility and I don't mind risk, so I trade the regular ESs whenever I was trading them. There you go, Robert Smith, volume for sure. Volume is king. Volume is king, guys. GTT, large short interest and large volume today. I'll check it out. Thoughts on Falcon trading laptops? I've never heard of them, but I imagine it's one of those trendy laptops that are catered to day traders. Man, I trade on a tower that I built out for myself a few years back, and I overbuilt it. It has 64 gigabytes of RAM, and I have two 43-inch monitors. I use one of them, half of it, to run my other businesses and my YouTube, and then the other half of it, because you can divide it in quadrants, the other half of it runs the chat room and some extra scanners, and then the other 43-inch, that entire 43-inch, is basically just like my trading setup. And then as far as mobile, I use a gaming laptop.
Do you have a daily chart on any of your monitors or no?
I have a 3-minute chart, a 15-minute chart, an hourly chart, and a daily
Gotcha.
that's on my side here, where my broker's at, and then on the chat, that I stream my screen, that has a 3-minute, a 15-minute, an hourly, and a daily.
Gotcha.
Scanners, of course.
Yeah, daily's so important. I mean,
absolutely.
It is so important. We were going over that today on UONE and really comparing certain volume days compared to today. It's like UONE had 16 million shares of volume today. We looked back at the past chart history and said, oh, this day it has 16 million shares traded. What was the range on the day? And it had completed the range cycle that it did back then. So we were like, well, the top's probably set in, especially with that head and shoulders pattern. Right on. Pattern recognition, baby. Pattern recognition.
Yeah, forget about it. Volume and your pattern, that is the holy grail. But it's so simple that people don't want to accept it. They want to know about some fancy indicator or some secret somebody came up with. BS, man.
It's
just some BS to market you.
A lot of people don't do the homework, man. They really don't. I mean,
they make it harder than it needs to be.
Yeah.
I'm a less is more trader, guys. Look, a regular trading day for me consists of 1 or 2 trades. A very active a very active trading day for me is 3 to 5 trades, and that is an active day. 4 or 5 trades is super active for me. 2 to 3 is pretty normal-ish. 1 to 2 is basically the average. Today I took 2 trades. Both were green. I'm done. Why am I going to push myself any further? I'm good. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm not gonna overstay my welcome. All right, let's grab AMC here, guys. Oh, there you go. The link's in the chat again, guys. Make sure to sign up for today's raffle. Free 30-day of chat. Okay, free 30-day of chat here. AMC, this is what everybody's been waiting for. I'm getting hungry, so I figured I'm gonna jump into this here. Let's see what it's done so far in post market. We got an hour left of after hours here. It's consolidating very nicely above 60. Let's bring this down here real quick to a 15-minute. The thing with AMC, guys, is that we are now obviously at brand new all-time highs. We've established that today. 72.62 right here says the high. So what levels would we want to see hold on AMC? On AMC moving forward. Look, the previous all-time high is at 36 bucks and change, right? But a move back down there is a massive dump. I would say that eventually AMC is gonna, okay, apes, don't cut off my head here. Don't attack me, all right? Don't start throwing your feces at me like a regular ape. Eventually AMC will take a dump. It doesn't mean it will crash to 0 or go to 5 bucks. It just means that it's going to put its top in and it's going to come back down. And it's going to take a hard hit back down, okay? It's just going to happen. Now, if this were to happen tomorrow and it doesn't surpass the 72, you could potentially look at $36 for some sort of bounce, okay? You could see that level. Now, ideally, what level would we want to see hold tomorrow? Based off of today's numbers, I would say 60 bucks. At a minimum, 55, okay? At a minimum. What I like about the $60 level, okay, what I like about that $60 level is that it's kind of going to work out with this previous halt from here, which is like around 61, 62 bucks. All right, you can see that we halted there today and we got crushed right back down, bang, like a 10-point candle. Any chaser, RIP. Any chaser that got long here and got stopped out, RIP, because you got wrecked. Robert says we're good dudes. Thank you, man. Adrian, I've really dialed down the amount of trades I make. Good job, man. Good job. Less is more. We're the less is more, no FOMO green team up in here. So what I really like about this is that we got dumped back down, boom. And then look at this recovery, guys, off of that level. We recovered, nice increase in volume. And then what do we begin to hold? We begin to hold that $60 level. We hold it here. Here we came down to 56. but we quickly came back right back up, and we've been holding 60 the whole time. We haven't broken under it. If we break under 60, then sure, you know, 55. I'd like to see 55 to 50 hold. But if it breaks all the way back, like if AMC tomorrow morning, the bell rings and it just sells off into $50 land, I have to think that being a level-headed person and level-headed trader and not all the fun and games of apes and diamond hands and all this stuff, you know, especially dealing with people who don't even know how to set a limit order or anything like that, right? They don't even know what a limit order is. They just know market orders because they found out about the stock market last week, right? We're dealing in real world, like actual knowledge here. If AMC is down like at 50 bucks tomorrow, I cannot think that it's going to go to 80, 90, 100 bucks tomorrow. Is it possible? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Is it likely? Remember, as traders, we put ourselves in scenarios that give us an edge. Okay? Give us an edge, not a 50-50. I tell guys, you know, I tell the group in chat,
yeah,
at least a few times a week. Yeah, right, a few times a week. Guys, that setup, it's 50-50-ish now. I'm not going to partake in it because I think that it's 50-50, and 50-50 is a gamble. And if I'm going to gamble, it's for fun. So I'm going to go to the casino and I'm going to play the blackjacks. I'm going to play.
You'll smoke some cigarettes and spin the penny slots.
I'm gonna spin the slots. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to watch a show. I'm going to have fun. You know, like when we go on cruises, I like to do that. Like after we do our dinner, we go to a show and then we go to the casino and then we have some pizza and ice cream and go to bed. So that's fun. When I trade, I'm having fun, especially since we're in chat, but it's not, I don't trade for fun. I trade to make money. So I'm not going to put myself in 50-50 scenarios. So if AMC comes back down here to the $50 land tomorrow, I expect it to have just an inside day. And guys, hey, if you're new to trading, those secret inside days are good. Inside days are good, okay? If AMC decides to have inside days, like another 3 days, and it just flags here and makes a flag on the daily, believe me, I'm going to be like, we got a good shot at 100 bucks here because we're going to see consolidation. That's healthy for stocks. So, I mean, look, if you ask me, hey, Jesse, what would you like to see out of AMC? I would like to see AMC flag on the daily chart for the next 3 days. And then next week, give us a breakout to 100 bucks. I will trade the crap out of it. And when it eventually puts its top in, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out there and not short AMC because I don't have any shorts available. I probably won't do puts on AMC, but I'm going to go do puts on GME because GME is lagging behind AMC and it's weaker. And AMC, like I've been saying for like 2 weeks now, AMC is the leader of the meme stocks right now. It's not GME. And hey, Adrian's saying I can attest to that.
I can't even believe GME is trading at 280. That's insane. I mean, what we saw with GME to start 2021 was unprecedented. And I don't think any trader, no matter how long they've been trading, could say they've seen anything like this. It was the biggest squeeze of the century, is essentially what they called it. And the fact that it had the biggest squeeze, the biggest death candle. If you guys remember in January,
hold on,
GME was selling off like 200 points in the matter of like minutes, you know, between halts. That thing went from 483 all the way back down under 50 and it's right back up to 282. Never seen anything like that. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. So it's very hard. And that's what takes the edge away from it. When you really in over 5 years haven't seen anything like that. For me, you know, I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly what it's going to do. What I do know is with AMC is if you're a long-term investor, you do get a large free popcorn if you go to the movies.
That's that press release that came out. I guess they're giving you free popcorn if you own AMC. But yeah, guys, you know, that's the level to watch on AMC, in my opinion, for tomorrow. It's going to be that $60 level. You know, if AMC opens flat tomorrow, you want to see $60 hold. You want to see $60 hold.
So KOSS, you saw that too, Jesse? Coin brought that up.
KOSS. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the meme stocks. They were all EXPR, KOSS, GME, AMC. Look at that, bro. What a move. I love the stock market.
Yeah. And AMC, I was just looking at it, as of the middle of May, they still have what, like, let me pull it up. AMC, they have short percent of their float, which is a very important number. You guys can find that on Yahoo Finance. The short percent of their float is 21%. I mean,
and that's
a
smaller.
massive number.
That's smaller than when we traded it back in January at $2 and change.
What was it? What was their?
I don't remember, but it was smaller. I mean, it was bigger back then.
60 maybe percent.
Yeah, it was big. It was like over 50%, I believe. It wasn't as big as GME. It never has been, but AMC is the one with all the hype now. KOSS, look guys, it looks a lot like that GME setup here. On KOSS, guys, if you're watching that, you know, you'll want to see at least 35 hold support. If you look, let me see if I can put a line here. I don't really use these charts on the broker much. Let me draw a line real quick here for you guys. A little vertical line right here. Boom. Oh, nope, that's a vertical line. Just so you want a horizontal. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to draw that line here for you. Might want to do it. Man, I should have been using my TC2000. I don't want to open it up now. Here we go, horizontal line. All right, so here is a line to watch on KOSS. You see a previous bottom here, top, resistance, resistance, and then finally we break through it on a nice increase in volume. You can watch that level for support. Now, doesn't mean it's going to hold it, but that's the level to watch for support. Okay. But I'm still bringing my own candy. Adrian's still bringing his own candy. I know I am. Oh man. All right, guys. So let me give me a second here. Let me talk to Jonah. See if we're ready to run that raffle here for you.
Yeah, guys, on my site as well, make sure you click on the raffle link. We're about to give somebody a free month, 200 plus videos, my book, Jesse's course he just came out with recently on swing trading, and I mean unlimited resources. So click that link. We're gonna be running that, and excited for whoever wins it. Stuff the ladies' bag, Adrian. Yeah.
All right, guys, there's the link in chat. The Day Trader Show just pinned it there for you. Sign up for the raffle there. We're going to run that here in a few minutes. We really are, man, because I'm getting hungry. I need to have some dinner. So sign up for that. Well, then we're going to run that raffle for you. But you know the levels to watch already. You know the levels to watch on AMC. We already went over the trade recap. I showed you the live trades. It was a great day. It was a great day in chat. It was a great day in chat. Really nice day. If you have any questions in the meanwhile, guys, just throw them up there in chat. But make sure you sign up for the raffle. We're going to do that here in probably the next 5-10 minutes or so. For tomorrow, like I don't. Oh, one thing that Kevin had said earlier today. He said, Jesse, you know, in the pre-market, you said that you weren't expecting a lot out of the day. I really wasn't. I thought today AMC would kind of like cool its jets a little bit. You know, I thought AMC would cool its jets a little bit today, but nope. This thing just went. So I came into today, I was like, you know, I'm going to be very, very patient off the bell because I expect there to be some FOMO going on, a lot of whiplash action. And I've been saying that for like the last week or so. And the patience has paid tremendously. Just sitting here and waiting.
Like you said earlier, I mean, some of the biggest trades come from the least amount of expectations we set on the market day. And ultimately, that comes down to we are getting rid of our emotions. I mean, we're approaching the market like, yeah, it's probably not going to be a big day. But then the market brings us opportunity, and we smash away.
Because that's the thing. We wait for our opportunity. We wait for our edge, like we were talking about earlier. You know, I'm not sitting there and waiting for a 50-50 setup. I'm not going to take a 50-50 setup. You know, if I do, it's a mistake. It was an emotional trade in a sense. It was like, oh, well, you know, nothing else looks good. So all of a sudden a 50-50 looks good. But the reality is I shouldn't have taken it. And it happens, you know, those are red trades for the most part. All right, so we're ready to run the... all right. We're ready to run the raffle here. So let me get these names ready and get the wheel of randomness. Guys, once again, I want to let you know, The winner you must get with JesseW. So the way you're going to get with JesseW after we announce the winner is you're going to come over here to the daytraderchatroom.com, okay, the daytraderchatroom.com, and you're going to see a little bubble populate right here, chat with us. You're going to click that, and you're going to talk to JesseW. Hey, JesseW, I won. And he will reply to you. And that is the quickest way to ever get a hold of us if you have any tech issues or if you have any questions about memberships, right? Anything like that.
Or if you just need someone to talk to.
There you go. Or if you just want to talk to somebody because your wife, you know, kicked you out of the bed, you want to talk to JesseW, JesseW's there for you. If you have any questions about if you have any questions about the memberships, you know, you come here to sign up, you can see all our pricing and everything you get. You know, boom, $99 a month for the monthly, $4.99 for the biannually, and the annually is $8.49. But there is a $40 off coupon code that JesseW will post in chat for you with the link, and you can get $40 off here off the annually. The cool thing about this is that this price is locked in. If like next year we're at $1,200, guess what? When it's time for you to renew, you're going to renew at your $8.49 price or whatever price it was that you signed up for. $4.99, that'll be your renewal rate. Now, there is one advantage. Well, there's multiple advantages to the annually, but one of them, and the main one, is that you get access to all the courses, always, and any new course we come out with, you will get access to. There are no upsells in courses here, okay? Like, even if you're a biannually or a monthly, we won't upsell you a course. If you want to take part of all the courses, you have to be an annual member, so you can always upgrade your membership. Now, the biannually, you do get, you know, Day Trading 101, Advanced Trading course, options, and your price is locked in. But for example, biannually doesn't get the swing trading course. And the monthly member doesn't get those courses either. They just get a few. They get the beginner trading course, the intermediate course, video lesson library everybody gets. You can see everything else you get here, guys. Tons. You even get a free one-on-one. So if you want to have questions about that, you can always talk to JesseW about it. Or like I said, if the wife kicked you out of bed, you can just come on here and say, hey, JesseW, I am sad. And you can do that. Now, let's...
We got Claudio in the house, man. We got the whole fam in here.
Claudio, what's up? The green team is all up in here today. The green team is all up in here today. Love to see the support. Thank you guys for joining. Guys, so let's run this raffle. Let's see who's going to win the free monthly membership. Remember, guys, last time before I run this, if you win the free 30 days, you have to sign in to chat at least 3 times a week. If you don't sign in and you don't use what you won, we're just going to discontinue it and give it to somebody else because this is free. So we want to make sure it goes to somebody who's here to learn. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Oh boy, here we go. Rick, oh, intrigued learner, whoever you are, was so close, but Rick got it there. That little yellow kicked in there. Rick, is he on your side or mine?
Rick is a silent hero because I haven't seen a Rick. Where you at, Rick?
I mean, Rick, you got to come out and either chat in order to win. There he is. There he is. All right, Rick, congrats. He's over here, Rick. Congrats, Rick. Now get with JesseW. Go over to the daytraderchatroom.com. JesseW, confirm it's him, and give the man his free access for 1 month of chat. Can't wait to trade with you, Rick. Super pumped, man. Congratulations. Can't wait to trade with you. Stoic was my name on here. Let me see. Yep. Right here, Stoic. Copied and pasted everybody's name, so it's right here. But no worries, because we're going to be doing these every time we do a live stream on the first Wednesday and last Wednesday of the month. So there will be more chances for you guys to win. If you don't want to wait that long, guys, all you got to do is go to the daytraderchatroom.com, and you see here, start a 5-day trial now. You click that, and you're going to get a peek behind the curtain.
All right. Welcome to the
5-day trial. I'll leave a link in chat there for you guys for the 5-day trial as well.
Intrigued learner was so close. You'll get it next time, man. You'll get it next time.
So close.
Congrats, Rick. We're really excited to have you. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of learning. Buckle up, baby. It is going to be a month of work. But
wait a second. Jonah just sent me a message on the side here. He sent me a text and he said, "Spin again. Why not?" All right then, buddy. We'll spin again.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
Jonah's feeling
Jonah.
very generous tonight. Wonder what's gotten his generosity up.
All right, so you see, we got the same group of people here, but we'll take Rick off because Rick already won.
Spin it, baby. Rip it, baby. Rip it.
Let's go. Jonah with the spin again text.
All right.
Who's going to win now? Oh! Intrigued Learner got it.
Yes, nice. Oh, man. Wow. That's amazing.
Nice. All right, Intrigued Learner, you know the drill. Go to the daytraderchatroom.com and message Jonah there and claim your prize. Are you still here? Intrigued Learner, are you still here? Because if you're not here, I'm going to have to spin again. There he is.
There we go.
How awesome was that? How awesome was that? He says, all right, popular demand. It's just one and done, guys. I'm going to do this one for you. Just one more. One more. Let me get Intrigued Learner. Where is he? Is he here on the thing? Oh,
yeah, he's here.
No, but I'm saying like on my thing here. I don't see him. Okay, so I guess I could spin it now. All right, guys. Last one for real, because I gotta eat, dude. I haven't ate dinner today. Here we go. Let's see who's gonna win. Paul Viltum. Are you there? Are you here, Paul? Are you still here? Jonah's like, why? What are you doing? What are you doing, Jesse? There you go, Paul. Congrats.
Paul.
Congrats.
Nice.
All right, that's it, guys. That's it. That's all for today.
3 for
We're gonna
3.
save some for the next round. We gave away 3. We gave away 3.
Dude, I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
This is awesome.
Is Paul already in chat named Paulie?
I don't know, but if he did, I guess he just added another 30 days to his. Because I know we got a Paulie in chat. I think he's a 5-day member, isn't he? I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
But congrats regardless.
Either way, congrats. You just got yourself 30 days free of chat. And that's it for today, guys. Congrats. So we got 3 people that have just gotten free 30-day. Oh, there you go. Okay, so yeah, see, he was there for a trial. So now you got yourself a 30-day trial. So there you go, guys. Remember, guys, if you don't sign up, if you don't sign in throughout your free trial, that first week, if you don't sign in at least 3 times a week, it's gonna be forfeited, and we're gonna give it to somebody else because we want to give these away to people who are here to learn. Okay. Are we in Christmas? Umberto says, are we in Christmas? Giving away chat memberships. No, but we're happy to have you guys, and we're looking forward to trading with you. Get with Jonah and no worries, Brent. No worries, Brent. We got more lives to come across. And remember, guys, if you don't want to wait until the next live, 5-day trial right here on this link. Post it right there in chat for you. All right, come join us for 5 days. 5 days. There you go. Guys, thank you very much for joining us for today. Thank you really much. We enjoy this, right, Kevin? We enjoy talking with the gang.
Oh, yeah. Always, I mean, Jesse and I always love helping. If anybody has questions, needs help with trading at all, you're hungry to learn, we're hungry to help. So.
Yep, exactly. So we'll catch you guys on the next one here. We'll catch you on the next one. And the next live, guys, is going to be June 30th. So make sure you make a note of that. And once again, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. And I'll catch you all on the next one.